Hello friends, so welcome to this new session in the AI generative mindset playlist. So today we will talk about the earlier discussed topic, which is Ollama and relevant AI models and how we can use it. So this session will be having a demo of a practical application. So this is basically to get your CV or resume reviewed from this AI model completely free, and that too on your local. And it can also suggest some improvements for your CV, and you can do also voice kind of interview, like a one-to-one discussion with the AI model, and we can also get the feedback for improvements. So let's get started. So I will actually run the application first to show you how it looks like, the UI thing first. So it is running and it is using there was some previous history, so I will do one thing. I will just stop this and I will go here, history. I will delete the history, so there is no history for now. And once again I will start the application. Okay, so it started fresh and there is no history. Okay, so here so the end case, I will show the exact end case. So here what it is asking is, okay, upload your PDF file and then we can talk more about it. So I will go here. I have some sample resume, let's say Java developer. This file I will upload. So it is running and it is extracting the contents and analyzing it using the RAG. And now I'm going to ask question. So I can ask a text-based question, just like your any AI prompt, any AI tool, or I can do voice input. So let's see the voice input. So once I click on it, I will get one icon here, speak, and I will have to speak. And from that text, it will whatever I speak, it will extract the valuable text from it, and it will give that input as a suggestion for this particular bot, and it will give us the result. So let's see. Analyze the resume and give me suggestions. Okay, so it is now analyzing. You see it is running. So the CV given was this one, Java developer. Okay, so if you see this CV is not in a proper format, and this looks very unprofessional, very basic. So let's see. Okay, so yes, this is good. So now the underlying Ollama model, which I will show you which one we are using. It has given all the suggestions to improve your CV, overall structure and formatting. You see there are duplicate headings, contact line is a wall of text. So why it matters, and so it is given everything in proper step by step, so we can incorporate that in our CV. Content, make every bullet quantifiable and impact focused. So these are the suggestions which are coming from an AI model. Yeah, Java developer, resume worded. Okay, growths fine, language, keyword, ATS friendly. So if you're aware, ATS is application tracking system software nowadays. Many of the companies, many of the HRs are using, and your CV will be by default filtered by this ATS software. And what it will do, it will find the job description, how job description is matching as per your experience or as per your CV. And of course, the experience matters, but the presentation also matters. So everything it will give as a suggestions, language and keywords, and ATS friendly. So your CV should be ATS friendly. Okay, add key projects. Okay, tailor for target jobs. Fine, everything is fine. Quick. So this is how it will give you suggestions. Now I will have to close the voice input. So uncheck. It is running and fine. So now I am ready for the text input. Similarly, whatever text, whatever response was given, okay, for this particular question, you can ask, click on it, and it will give you the voice output. So let me just ask one question via text. What is the latest Java interview question? Give me top 2 question and answer. So this text input has gone to the AI model. It is running, it is thinking. Okay, so it has given a good response. Record pattern and sealed interface and all. Okay, now we want, if you want to read this using the voice as a voice output, you can do that. I'll just click on it. Okay, so what is the latest Java version? It is running a request and we'll get a response. Yeah. Okay, so there is still improvement has to be done, right? So the voice output reading, it was not stopping, so that is one improvement we can take. Okay, so now coming to the basic part from the basic. Okay, so we have seen the final output now, but now how to run it locally, how to do installation, how to get the thing what we want, what is the backend story. So this is all about it. Now the source code is anyway available in the GitHub, and I'll put the description link in the description. So let's do the Ollama installation. So you can go to ollama.com, you can register and you can download the Windows installer. By the way, these all steps are already explained in my part 1 video, Ollama Unleashed. So there you can go and follow the steps. I will just navigate quickly. So the AI model which I have used is GPT OSS, which is a very popular model. And if you see here, it is having 20 billion parameters and 120 billion parameters. So I'll be so if you want to do everything on local, you can go and use this. So you just simply say Ollama run GPT OSS on your command prompt and it will download this. But if you download on local, of course it should have a good amount of RAM. I think probably minimum 16 GB or 32 GB. Then the things will work bit fast. But for the sake of simplicity, I am going for the cloud model. Okay, the one which are on cloud, I'll be using that. If you see, there is no size mentioned because it is on the cloud. I'll be using one more AI model called as a nomic embed text. It is for high performing open embedding model with a large token context window. So what is this? I will explain. Then we have to also uh, so this is your local installation of the Ollama. Okay, and you can go there and you can log in. So if you see, I have logged in already, and you have to generate one API key so that your local code can talk to the server. If you're doing everything on local, if you're doing this local installation, which is a 14 GB anyway, then no need of this key and all. You can call the local AI model. But since I'm using the cloud-based model, so I have to use this key. So this key, once it is added, then you can just copy it and you can put it in a text file. Okay, now just one disclaimer. So this, I'm using the code from this gentleman, this repo. So I would say basic skeleton is the same I'm using, but I've made some small changes here and there. So I'll explain that. Now when you have seen the UI, right? When I run this particular command, streamlit run UI chat.py. So this streamlit is one library in Python. Streamlit is a very popular library. You can see 43k stars and 4k folks, and 328 people are watching. So it is much popular library in Python. So basically it will be used to a faster way to build and share data apps on a UI basis. So yeah, you can quickly build this kind of UI with very less time. No need to install any front end, back end, and this thing. So this way the integration is very quick. Believe me, it is very quick. Okay, and also now, because as we have seen in the demo, I was talking, so it's a voice input has to be recognized. So that for that we have to use this particular library or tool. So VOSK is a speech recognition toolkit. The best thing are it supports many languages. So I'm sticking to English, but you can see it stick to many other languages, including Indian English. Okay, there are other languages also. Okay, now you can simply install it using pip install. But what I have done, I have gone to their particular website and I have downloaded this latest one, 0.15 14 MB size. Okay, just for local purpose, so that I want to have a clean recognition, voice recognition. Okay, that is one. And so right now, so demo, yes, it is good alternative as of now. Instead of going for this paid this one, we have seen a demo of it, how we can run it locally. Also we will see in detail now and see which is suggestions. Okay, so yeah, this installation steps are done. So as I said, I am going for GPT OSS 120 billion cloud AI model because I don't want to have a local setup. I want to use something which is from remote. So there are of course pros and cons. So pros is basically if you use the cloud one, you have to you will get more parameters. 120 billion parameters is obviously more than 20 billion parameters, and the response will be a bit faster. Cons will be because this is hosted on Ollama, so we have to pay a little price. But we have a free version there. We can use we can do a lot of internal study. Okay, so there are some free credits. We can use the free credits every day or every week, right? Okay, yeah, this RAG we have seen in the earlier video already. In the RAG, there are some slides. You can go through this video. So basically, it is a retrieve, augment, and generate approach. Okay, so it will extract your PDF. Then, based on your question, it will augment the data, and then whatever question you ask, it will generate the response. Right, so now coming to the case study, which is your CVR profile or resume review, interview preparation. So basically we want to avoid any costly ATS softwares or the openly available tools which you have to pay. So you can get the CV reviewed locally by the AI model. We have seen that. Get recommendations for improvement. Yes, we have seen that. Interview questions also we can ask, and then interview. So we'll see one by one. Okay, so let's go into the code. Right, so the code structure is it is simple. So VOSK model, as I said, I downloaded it and I have put it in my code. So you can simply refer from the local. Now let's see one by one. So by the way, this is a text file where I have used the Ollama key. I have copied it here, and these are the requirements which we have to install. Okay, so terminal chat. This probably is very simple one. So you can open one. It will open one terminal, and there you can chat just like you are chatting with somebody. Only thing is now you are chatting to AI model. Okay, so this code is pretty simple. It is in infinite loop. So if you type something, it will take it as an input. If you type say exit or quit, then it will exit. Otherwise, it will you can talk to the chatbot and you can get the question answer. Okay, so let me just run this. Okay, so it's basically a local chat, and I can talk anything. So let's say what is RAG. Okay, so there is a question and it will give you a response. So surely it looks like I'm missing the details of the request to let me know. Okay, so probably didn't understand the problem quickly. Well, let me ask one simple question. What is AI model? Okay, so because I'm using the almost the free version of Ollama model, there are certain times it may not understand full context or full knowledge. So basic questions it may understand. Okay, so just to show you one thing, here I'm using the GPT OSS 120 billion parameters cloud. Okay, right. So question answers are going on. So okay, now it is giving the answer of RAG in 5 bullet points. It's a hybrid AI approach, up-to-date info, improved faculty, customizable knowledge, typical workflow. Okay, feel free to ask if you would like to do. Okay, so fine. So this is a text chat, as you can see, terminal chat. Okay, I can simply say give me 5 interview question on Java backend. Only questions. Give me soft skill interview question. Okay, so I think it is having some issue that if you ask this question, it is taking the earlier question and then now it is giving answer for this. Okay, anyway, so that can be improved. Fine. So as you can see, this is your question and the bot has answered the 5 questions. Okay, and so on. So now if I want to quit, I will just say exit. Right, so it exited. Okay, now so this is a text chat which is almost similar to what is explained in the first video. Okay, so let's see the terminal chat but using voice. Now here just quickly we'll go through the code. So start with main. Okay, and first it has to load the VOSK, the speech recognition model, and that is where it is using the local model, the one which is downloaded here, model, and this one. So speech recognition model, it will load, then okay, then it will listen to what we are speaking. So it will listen and transcribe, so we can speak in different languages, let's say French or something, or English, and then it will transcribe it into English for it to understand. So listen and transcribe. So there is a fixed code. So listen to your microphone input and transcribe using VOSK, the VOSK model which we have loaded. Now, not going much into technicalities. Some sample code is there. So it will say listening. So here again it will read 4K bytes of audio data in chunks. Okay, and ultimately it will give the output in the text format. Okay, so that is what it is listening and transcribing. Okay, now close this. Okay, you have listened. Okay, now if you are saying in the voice you are saying exit, then it will just say exit and fine. Then otherwise it will query the Ollama model. So this is the text we want to give as a request. So here if you have used the locally downloaded Ollama, then you can go for this URL. Because I'm using the remote one, so I'm going for this one. And for remote one I need to get the API key, so that is what it is fetching from this particular file. Okay, and so this is a simple API REST API request, okay, using Python, and it is giving a response. Then in the response it will just every line by line it will just print the response and all. So this is just a output response printing. Okay, now query Ollama, and then you can, so it can do one thing, it can speak out the response also in the audio. So text chat and voice output. Okay, everything is, that is also possible. So let's do one thing, let's run this. Speak now. I'm not quite sure what you're asking for. Could you please clarify what you'd like me to do or talk about? I want to speak about AI model usage. Absolutely. I'm happy to help you dive into the details of using a model. To make sure I give you the most relevant and useful information, could you let me know a bit more about the model you have in mind? Here are a few quick questions that can guide us. Question: why it helps? Dash 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 dash. What type of model? Example: a machine learning model like regression, decision tree, neural network, a statistical model, a language model like GPT, a simulation model. Exit. Different model families have distinct workflows, tools, and best practice considerations. What is the primary goal? Okay, so I have stopped it manually, but then once it reads everything, then it will again ask a question like this: speaking now, and that time you can say exit. So if it is exit, then it will simply come out of this loop. Okay, now so this is about the text input output, this is about the text input and the voice output. And now coming to the real one, which is the UI based. So UI based, instead of command prompt, it will be using basically a web based UI. So that we have already seen. So let's first see the code. Okay, so first thing is the AI models which we are using. So here if you see chat Ollama, GPT versus 120 billion parameters cloud. So I'm using this one, and I have also one more, the nomic embed text. Okay, so you can go for the one which is having higher parameters, 3 billion parameters, but for simplicity I'm using a simple one, and this is from local, this is not from remote. Okay, so that is fine. Now let's see the basic code. Okay, so it is divided in multiple sections, so we will see basic things. So first thing is you have to have your chat history, so that every time if you load it again, it will remember the chat history, and it will store the chat history in one JSON file. In the chat history there is one JSON file. So for now I'm just going to delete this. Okay, so as of now there is no chat history. And load history, so this is to get the history, and this is to load the file, and then call this history from from the JSON file. Safe history, okay, similar to read, it is writing. Then the text validations, we have seen the text input and it is handling the text also. Speak is basically allowing the user to speak something, and then it will take it as a text and do the further processing. Recognize speech, as we have seen. Here it will, whatever I have given as an input from the audio, by audio, it will listen it. So for now I have used timeout as 5 seconds. So this is basically when we are giving answer to an interview question, we can talk about a particular topic, answer for maximum 5 seconds. Okay, and then it will do the recognizer, and then audio recognition, and then finally, yeah, so finally it will recognize the audio. Okay, then so these all are Streamlit UI setup. So we will see that on the UI left hand side how many menus to be shown, and then on the right hand side we have certain basic elements, and also that is all it is doing the setup. Yeah, now it is loading the Ollama model. Okay, and we have seen this. So let's see once again. So this is a just a explanation for the UI mod, the UI what we are using. So once we start the application, then it will load the chat history, which is correct, because every time you see that if you go to any AI model screen, like say Gemini or ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever, it will load the earlier history. So that is what it is loading, the history. Yeah, and we have a button for speaking and all. Then we have a button for voice output, one checkbox, and so on. So we can see this code later also. Right, so let's run this code once again. So I will have to fire one command prompt. I will simply say streamlit run, and this file with the path of this file, so uichat.py. Okay, so now the same thing what we have seen earlier. So it is showing me one UI. This UI design is from Streamlit library in Python, and you can see this system message and some checkboxes and this thing. Then you can browse, and you can drag and drop the whatever PDF or text file. There's some settings, some default thing. So let's ask some question. Now I'm going to ask a text-based question. What is the Java development skill in demand currently? Please explain in 30 words. So there's a question, and there's going to be an answer. If you see, it is talking to the remote Ollama, and yeah, Spring Boot microservice development. Okay, so this seems to be correct. Now this is basically one history, so that it will be logged in the chat1.json. Okay, yeah, this is the question, this is the answer. Asked by human, given by AI. Okay, so now I can say you can again insert the resume. So I'll just say Node.js developer. It is extracting PDF. Fine. Now for the sake, I'm using a text-based input, but you can go for the audio input also. So let's see the audio. Okay, so I have this button. I'll speak on it. I'll speak it. Interview question and answer on Spring Boot. It is running. It has taken that input. Yeah, Spring Boot quick fire overview, and yeah, basically WH questions: what is Spring Boot, why it exists, and core concept. And as you can see, it has given almost a concise answer, which is very ideal to practice on your own before going for interview, and of course it will help in your career also. Yeah, let's say how to get started. So using Spring Initializer, select language, Java version dependencies, so and so, and MVN Spring Boot run or main method and all. So yeah, so it is giving concise answers. So I'll just uncheck this, and UI will be reset. So I can see the text input uh, field. Now let's go here and see. So if you can see, uh, the chat1.json is updated now. Okay, right. So this way we can add more and more functionality. Now, as I said, get recommendation. We got the recommendation, interview questions and answers. We have got appear for interview and get feedback. So here, what we can do is um, um, we can say use voice input, and we can talk about one topic. Let's say I will talk about, let's say, Spring Boot. Okay, so Spring Boot. Let's say and just say how to configure Spring Boot is using application properties, application YAML. Okay, so I can give the question and answer also as a voice input, and I'll ask it, please analyze the answer. Okay, let me go for this main annotation. So it's configuration, enable auto configuration. The main annotations in Spring Boot are configuration and Spring Boot annotation. Is it correct? Yeah. So like this, you can ask for the interview questions, and you can give the answer also, and it will give you the probable answers, also more info, so which you can refine, um, Okay. So for now, I will just uncheck this. Yeah, uncheck this, and I can. Yeah, it is given the one sentence speech. I leverage Spring Boot to rapidly spin up production ready, container friendly microservices complete with health check, metrics, and secure JWT auth, allowing my teams to ship API 40% faster while keeping operations simple. Right? So it has given model answers also, and you can practice also. So a lot of things you can do. So this is a great utility you can try on your local. Um, yeah, appear first question answer appearing, or you can select, you can say that this is a particular job application. Let's try that. So let's do one thing. Job description for Java developer. Okay, let's see this. Okay, Java developer. Okay, let's go into detail. Right, so these are the job. This is the job description. So I just copy paste this, and we go to the text based input now for simplicity. So please I'll do one thing. Please suggest suitable CV improvement points for below job description, colon, enter, paste, and fire. So if you see, it is it is taking the input, it is running, so it might take a little more time because the number of the additional the text which I have, the question contains huge number of characters, so it may take the retrieval, augment and generation a little longer time, and anyway it's a remote, so it might take a little more time. Okay, so let's see from the first point, right? So below is the play-by-play CV makeover checklist, blah blah blah. Okay, Java AWS ready profile, reorganize the layout, now keep it 2 pages and proper heading, consistent fonts, fine. Professional summary, so you can have Java engineer with 5+ years of end-to-end software development experience. Okay, so what you can do, you can side by side Java developer, yeah. So this PDF you can convert into one doc file, and in that doc file you can just start keep on copy pasting the stuff and giving it in a proper format. Okay, core competency is fine. Review, rewrite to professional experience, okay, which is good. So now you see it is giving, of course you should have the good background, but then when you present it to the HR or to the interview panel, you should really add the content which makes a lot of sense and you can explain in a proper manner. Okay, add selected projects, right? Education certificate, okay, language is fine, ATS friendly keywords. So this is also one important point. Okay, so in your CV, to shortlist, to get your CV shortlisted and reach to the I mean pass on the HR filter and go to the technical team for interview, you need to have these basic keywords mentioned in your CV. Okay, these are must. Final tips. Okay, it is giving the how do you save the PDF file. First, last, let's say John Doe underscore Java developer underscore whatever underscore dot PDF. You can give the GitHub link where you have uploaded one sample project and so on. Okay, so this is a quick summary also. So if you can see, we can do lot of things using this Ollama model. Probably mostly using the cloud one, and we can get our work done very easily. We can do local practice also. So that's it. This source code, everything will be available in the GitHub repository. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.